Hello, hello.
Yes, Kumel.
I'm just
Waiting.
testing if my mic is working.
Yeah, it is working. Waiting for others to join and we'll start. Waiting for 2 more minutes, guys, and then we'll start. Joining or not, I'll quickly check with one of them. Sanmitra, are you working from office? Do you guys have office today?
His mic is not connected.
Okay.
Mostly many people on leave as well, so I don't think so today anyone will move.
I'm just waiting if Amit is joining or not. What about Srishti and Juhi? Come in.
I
Any
don't know
idea?
about Juhi, but Srishti is not here. She's out of town, so she'll come mostly from tomorrow.
Okay. Fine. So I guess we have Yogesh Bhai and Sanmitra. This is new for you. Mohammed This is obviously new for you, but if you understand, it's good. If not, just watch them. You can connect the dots later. Okay, bye. This is new for you. The topic, Kumel, it's a repetition for you. So let's start. Yesterday we discussed about load balancer. We saw that how many types of load balancers are there in Azure. A definition, how to answer that. Please create my resource. Post that, and I'll do that. Okay. So the load balancer, which we have, how many load balancers are there? Differences are given here. Read them once, though when we practice them, you will see all of them. But practicing on portal is a different thing. Giving an answer in an interview, it's a different thing. So the material which is there here on this OneNote, it's useful for your interviews. For understanding, we have portal, we have these sessions. So today we are just talking about the load balancers. So yesterday we saw what is a load balancer, how it works, what are the options. Um, this is a quick diagram I have created. Let's say that these are the machines I have created. So this is how it will appear, that I will have a load balancer. I will have a public IP on the load balancer. My users will get in touch with that public IP, and that public IP will distribute the traffic based on, there are many aspects, those we will see today. Before I start, anyone has any questions? Yes, guys. Anyone has any question?
No.
No.
Okay. So let me create two virtual machines very quickly. I hope you guys are getting it. What am I doing here? Anyone who's not understanding this, let me know. Because this is something we have already done. So anyone knows what am I doing here? Yes, guys. What am I doing? Can anyone tell me? Looking at this screen, what do you understand? While creating one virtual machine, what am I doing? What is this option?
Creating an availability set.
Yes. What does it mean? Could you explain while I'm creating this? What will happen when I create an availability set? What does it mean? See, this option we have always seen and ignored this, the load balancing option. While creating a machine also, you can attach it to one of the load balancers, but we are not going to see this method first. First, let me explain what is a load balancer, how to connect machines properly. This one you can practice at your pace whenever you want to do it. Okay. Yeah. Meanwhile, who's explaining availability set?
Availability set, you have set update domain, fault domain, wherein we can have multiple virtual machines, which which are logically separated within a within a single data center.
So if I have two machines in one availability set, does it mean I have high availability for that application? Only availability set. I have availability set, one availability set which has let's say 2 fault domain. By the way, how many fault domains and how many update domains can I have maximum?
Update domain is 20. I think fault domain is 5.
What is a fault domain? What is an update domain? By the way, if, sorry, how many fault domain did you say? 5.
I think 5.
No, it's 3.
3. Okay.
3 and 20. Amit, what is a fault domain and what is an update domain?
I think fault domain is a logical grouping in which each fault domain has a separate power and a power switch as well as a network switch. An update domain is a location where Microsoft runs regular updates. So if it divides the servers in such a way that not every server gets rebooted at the same time.
Is it's not a logical group, guys. It's a physical isolation. Literally, physically machines आपकी अलग-अलग इस पे जाती है. So it's not at all a logical group. ये resource group is logical. मतलब उसका data center level पे physically कोई isolation नहीं है. आप ECUS में रख रहे हो तो भी वो it is just because your resource group it is in East US और East US down है, that does not mean आपका resource group खुलेगा ही नहीं. Are you guys getting the point? That is what a logical is. Let's say that my resource group it is in East US and my machines are in Central US within the same resource group. First thing, is it possible to have resource group in East US and within that resource group have machines in Central US or some other region? Is that possible?
Yes.
Yes, it is possible. That is the reason it is called logical. It is nothing but a logical group. So East US down भी हो गया तो आपका resource group down नहीं हो रहा. That is called a logical group. But when it comes to your availability set, when fault domain and update domains are, it is not at all a logical group. It is a physical isolation.
I have a doubt, sir.
Yes.
Not related to availability set explanation or basically a load balancer always requires an machines to be in availability set or an availability zone, right? Then
Right.
only it kind of shows up in the backend pool. A single machine without availability options would not show up in a backend pool, right?
Right.
Okay.
So what is the route?
Sorry.
What,
No, it was this only. This was the only rule.
okay.
That it has to be in an availability set and availability zone. That's what I wanted to confirm.
I will come to that once I create this load balancer. I'll see, but unfortunately, I think this machine instead of availability set, I put it in availability zone 1. So let me create one more machine here. I mean, as it is, we require 2 machines. I hope you guys are following it. Are you?
Yeah.
Amit, Sanmitra, Akib, Yogesh.
Yes.
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 So I created a machine in availability zone 1. I'm creating another machine in availability zone 2. I will have 2 machines. I'll do a load balancer. I'll put a load balancer This is a heavy machine with 4 CPUs. I'm not sure if I'll be able to launch 2 machines because I already have 1 machine in the same region. Then I deployed another one. 12 cores in total I'm demanding. I'm not sure if it will deploy. Let's see. I hope it works. If not, I'll have to create another one. Okay, so this machine, I hope it's still not ready. Let's see. Okay, could one of you please go to this IP and check if you are able to access my website, Tsoft Info Solution. Wala? Just need a confirmation, guys, from one of you.
Yeah, I can access.
You can access, right?
Yes, I can access.
Okay. I'm deploying the similar machine. Let us have 2 machines and then we'll do the load balancing practical. While this machine is being deployed, let me open and deploy a load balancer. So a virtual machines deployment we have seen many times. So I did not explain all those options, but this is the load balancer option we are talking about. So be focused and take each and every step, guys. The moment I click on load balancing, okay, it is load balancing. Technology you can call load balancing. There we have load balancer, application gateway, front door and CDN. We'll talk about this. Traffic manager. Okay. As of now, we're discussing load balancer. Create a load balancer. I'll select my subscription. I'll select my resource group. There are very few services, guys, where resource group matters, and load balancer is one of them. If I have my 2 machines in one Arbaz resource group, I will require to deploy my load balancer in the same resource group. Otherwise, in VNet, it doesn't matter. Region agar same hai, suppose I have a virtual network in Kumail's resource group in East US region, and I'm trying to deploy a virtual machine in Arbaz's resource group in East US region, so I can use it, irrespective of having them in different uh, resource group. I can use it. But load balancer is a service where you require the load balancer in the same resource group. Okay, so keep that in your mind. So this is my load balancer. Okay, another machine is also ready. Let's check that also. Okay, this is my load balancer. When my machines are in East US, where do you think I should have my load balancer? Can I go with any
East
other
West.
region? No,
East
right.
US.
It has to be East US. Gateway, we'll leave it as of now. We'll discuss later. Majorly asked question, most frequently asked question, even if they don't ask, you should tell them. Difference between standard and basic load balancer. Here it is. This is for the interview point of view. इनको कुछ याद कर लो कुछ points को, that when it comes to basic, Azure does not promise any SLA. When it comes to standard, Azure promises 99.99% SLA. Kumail, the question which you raised, it has two variant. I did not explain that time because I knew we are coming here. So when it comes to basic SAU, your machine has to be in availability set. Your single machines cannot be used here in your basic SKU. What is this SKU? I hope you remember the SKU by now. What is the SKU? Is stock keeping unit. इसके अलग अलग फ्लेवर्स है, समझ लो. सो स्टैंडर्ड और बेसिक, फॉरगेट गेटवे को भी हम डिस्कस नहीं कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, उसको कोई खास पूछता भी नहीं है. मेजर है बेसिक और स्टैंडर्ड के ही डिफरेंसेस. सो इफ आई टेक स्टैंडर्ड क्या होगा, इफ आई टेक बेसिक क्या होगा?
बट इन ये बेसिक में उधर दिखाया था ना सिंगल इंस्टेंस कि नहीं?
सॉरी,
in basic they had shown a single instance over there.
वेयर इज इट?
मतलब targets see availability set single instance or a scale set. So single
नहीं,
instance
सिंगल
would be even
इंस्टेंस
one
नहीं
machine,
लेगा.
right?
हाँ, नहीं लेगा.
Okay,
डोंट
नहीं लेगा.
इसको. हाँ, वी कैन चेक दैट. अभी अगर हम जाते हैं, विल सी दैट.
Okay.
ये वैसे भी आई थिंक इफ यू सी द सोर्स, आई जस्ट वांटेड अ पिक्टोरियल डायग्राम, इसलिए
Yeah.
आई पुट इट अप. इसको एग्जैक्टली कंसिडर मत करो. यू गो टू वेबसाइट एंड चेक माइक्रोसॉफ्ट किस पे, या तो हम करके देखेंगे, पता चल जाएगा. बट सिंगल डजंट टेक, हम करके देख लेंगे इसको.
Yeah.
All resources in virtual network as long as they have either standard public IP or no public IP. एक और डिफरेंस इसमें ये है कि when I take basic, तो मेरे मशीन पे public IP नहीं होना चाहिए. Now this machine of mine जो आप लोगों ने चेक की, it has a public IP, right? With this public IP, I should not be able to add this machine to my load balancer if I am selecting basic load balancer. So I'll have to remove this public IP before I add this machine to my load balancer. If it is in basic, in standard, it's okay. I can go ahead with the public IP. मतलब मेरे individual machine पे भी public IP होगा और load balancer पे भी हो सकता है. So that's not a problem. मल्टीपल फ्रंट एंड एड्रेस सपोर्ट, दोनों में सपोर्टेड है. व्हाट इज इट, ये बनाते वक्त हम देख लेंगे, बट दोनों में सपोर्टेड है, याद रखने वाली चीज है नहीं. इंटरनल एक्सटर्नल सपोर्ट इट्स फाइन, दोनों में सेम चीज है. टीसीपी रीसेट सपोर्ट. नाउ व्हाट इज द टीसीपी रीसेट, ये आपको ज्यादा जानने की जरूरत नहीं है. बेसिक में सपोर्ट नहीं करता है, स्टैंडर्ड में करता है, ये आप याद रख लो, ठीक है. कोई नो वन इज गोइंग टू आस्क यू टू एक्सप्लेन दिस, बट दे विल आस्क यू व्हाट आर द डिफरेंसेस. उसमें आप इसको बोलोगे, बहुत बेटर आंसर लगता है. बैकएंड पूल साइज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बहुत ही ज्यादा क्रूशियल चीज है, और ऐसा जिस पे आपका डिसीजन चेंज हो सकता है. एक ये और एक एसएलए, ठीक है. पब्लिक आईपी वैसे ही कोई खास मैटर नहीं करता, क्योंकि कोई पब्लिक आईपी के साथ बनाता नहीं है. ओके, so this one is very important. Backend pool size. Now what do you understand by backend pool size? This is the backend pool. If this is my public IP and the load balancer, this is my front end public IP, so this is my backend pool. Now in training environment, for practice we see 4-5 machines are well and good. यार काफी है, इससे ज्यादा किसको क्या लगती होगी machine. But when it comes to production environment, sometimes there are requirement where you need 150-200 servers for one application, one tier. So वहां पे आपका ये बेसिक काम नहीं आएगा, क्योंकि इसका लिमिटेशन सिर्फ जो है 100 है. दिस इज योर बैकएंड पूल, दिस इज योर बैकएंड पूल गाइस. क्लियर?
Yes.
Availability zone setup. Now if you see, I have created my machine. One machine is in zone 2, the another machine is in zone 1. So I have my machines in different availability zone, right? So availability zone, it's not supported by basic. I'll have to go with the standard. Load balancing, multiple ports, require multiple tunnels, HA ports feature, it's okay, leave it. Load balancing, persistent client IP, ये दोनों में है. What is it, we'll see. लेकिन दोनों में है तो डिफरेंस में याद रखने की आपको जरूरत नहीं है. बाय द वे ये क्या है, we'll see it. ये इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है थोड़ी सी, we will see it. मॉनिटरिंग में लॉग एनालिटिक्स जो है थोड़ा सा डिटेल मॉनिटरिंग देता है. Azure मॉनिटर थोड़ा सा बेसिक मॉनिटरिंग देता है. एंड द थर्ड एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, when it comes to basic, it is free. When it comes to standard, it is chargeable. No, तो chargeable is इस रेट पे मत जाओ. एक तो ये ऑथेंटिक ये नहीं है. I told you I just needed an pictorial diagram to explain it, hence I picked this up. Otherwise don't go by this rate. Okay, एक तो ये जो है प्रॉपर वाला ये है नहीं, what do you say, URL नहीं है. We'll have to go to Azure calculator and then count it. But this is free, this is chargeable, and this is chargeable on rule based. Initial 5 rules जो है या तो फ्री होते हैं या कोई नॉमिनल चार्जेस होता है, एंड उसके बाद जो है उसके बाद आप लोगों को हर रोल पे जो है कुछ एक्स्ट्रा चार्ज होता है। एक एग्जांपल यहाँ पर दिया, यू कैन कोट दिस एग्जांपल बट डू नॉट कोट एग्जैक्ट अमाउंट्स एनीवेयर। इवन इन एन इंटरव्यू इफ यू आर कोटिंग सम अमाउंट्स, always make sure that you say, for example, this is an example, for exact amounts I will refer to Azure calculator, for exact amounts I'll refer to Microsoft website. बहुत frequently change होने वाली चीजें है ये। Okay, my next machine is ready, guys. Can someone go to this website, this one, and check if they are able to see the same website? Use another tab, do not just copy paste on the same tab. Sorry, you won't even come to know.
Yeah, I'm able to access from Mozilla.
Okay, let me create one more machine so you guys will get very clear picture about it. I hope I will be able to create one. Let's see. Because we have already used 12 cores of this region.
When you mentioned that, Sohail, so is it course per region or just course per subscription?
Both are there. For
Both
example,
are there, okay.
सब्सक्रिप्शन पे 20 कोर का ये होगा तो पर रीजन 10 कोर की लिमिट होगी। अगेन दीज आर एग्जांपल्स आई एम गिविंग।
Okay.
And all these restrictions and everything guys with related to course वगैरह, ये सिर्फ यहाँ पर है बिकॉज हमारे पास ट्रेनिंग अकाउंट्स है, ठीक है। एक्चुअल अकाउंट में आप लोगों को इतने सारे रिस्ट्रिक्शंस नहीं मिलेंगे, और रिस्ट्रिक्शंस अगर होते भी हैं तो बाय पॉलिसी जो है वो आपके एडमिन वालों ने या आपके आर्किटेक्ट्स ने लगाई होती है, मतलब इंटरनल ही होता है वो, that they do not want anyone to cross this limit, इसलिए ये लगा रखा है। बाकी अज्योर से ऐसा कोई हार्ड एंड फास्ट ये नहीं होता है कि होगा ही, you cannot create. Even if I want, I can call Azure customer support now and I can ask them to remove this. We can do that. I mean, not it's not specific to me. Anyone can do this. That's what I meant. कोई भी इसको हटा सकता है। Okay, so we'll try to take a smaller size. Let's see if that works. I hope guys you are following me what I'm saying. ये जो size वगैरह का discussion मैं कर रहा हूँ, right? Are you guys getting it? That what did I mean by small size and the big size? Number of cores, where do we see them? Yes, Amit, Akib, are you guys getting it? You guys, bhai?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you do not get anything, please let me know. So I hope I'm able to create this. Okay, let's go back to our load balancer. So we'll go ahead with the basic standard one as of now. We'll check the basic also once. Now the type. The moment I click on gateway, if you see public type gets grayed out and global also get grayed out. With basic, I have public and internal, but global has gone. With basic, there is one more difference. In standard, you can go with the global one. With basic, you cannot go with the global tier. Now, what is it? I'll explain it to you. I hope you guys are not getting confused, right? See, two things I teach while we are having these sessions. One is from the interview perspective, where there are many things which you don't need to understand, which you don't need to know. उसमें क्या है? Example मैंने आपको बताया था TCP reset. That's okay if you don't know, because based on my experience, जितने interviews हम लोगों ने यहाँ पर दिए हैं और जितने हम लोगों ने experience किए हैं, even Kumail can vouch for this, no one will ask you that. But when it comes to difference, आपको वो बोलना है. So जो चीज ज्यादा डिटेल में नहीं पूछने वाले हैं, I'll just tell you कि इसको याद रख लो. So you go ahead with that. और जो चीज हम लोगों को समझनी है, we will explain them here. Okay? So but this one we will understand regional and global क्या है. But look at the difference. Standard में जाते हो तो global available है, global tier available है, basic में global tier नहीं है. Standard chargeable है, basic free है. Backend pool का limit है 100 and 1500 का. 4-5 जो है इसे याद रख लो, that should be enough. Okay. Now the type, public and internal. Public, so it's very simple. This is the example of public. What do you think could be the internal? Who can explain me what could be an internal load balancer?
Internal load balancer can be used in front end and back end 3-tier application.
Perfect.
So yes.
So let's say, guys, these are the machine which you're looking at. This is my front end servers. Front end tier, and all these 3 servers, they belong to front end tier. So I have a backend as well. So if I want one load balancer between this backend and front end, तब वहां पर वो जो है public IP की मुझको जरूरत नहीं होगी. Then it will be called an internal gateway. Are you guys getting it? Yes, guys. Anyone who did not understand, let me know.
Yeah, Sulba, can you explain it again?
Let me see if I have the diagram of 3-tier application. Okay, so I don't have one. Let's create one. Give me a minute. I'm just working on the other machine which I deployed, so I can have an IIS server on that also. It will be easier for you to understand. So give me 2 minutes, please. Meanwhile, I hope you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
One minute, guys. I'm working on this one also. I'll explain this one also to you. I have deployed one server. I am installing this web role into this server. I'm waiting for that role to get installed. Meanwhile, I will turn off the firewall for this Windows. ये सारी settings मैंने वो 2 machine में already कर रखी थी, because that was an image I told you guys yesterday. Do you remember? Other 2 machines which I deployed, उसमें मैंने ये settings already सब कुछ कर रखा है, इसलिए I didn't have to go ahead and do anything. Deploy होते ही उस server पे आपको मेरा website दिख रहा था, because वो मैंने एक image बना रखी थी, this one. If you guys remember, ये मैंने एक image बना रखी है, इसलिए वो directly दिख रहा था. And this is a fresh machine I deployed, इसलिए यहाँ पर ये सब हम लोगों को करना पड़ रहा है. Okay, coming back to this. Okay, let's say that this is your application called face app, जिसका example हमने कई बार use किया है, and these are your users. Okay, your users will be using this application using the front end. Okay, फ्रंट एंड का क्या मतलब होता है, जहां पे आपने एक पब्लिक आईपी रखा है आपका, या आपने ये किया है जहां पे आपकी वेबसाइट होस्ट की है आपने, दैट कुड बी योर फ्रंट एंड. Okay, so from here, if a user is using this, let's say now you have only one server. Okay, I'm just giving you an example with one server, but 3-tier. What is a 3-tier application? This I have already explained. If you can recall that session, you will understand this. Now the front end में क्या होता है, 3-tier में क्या होता है, the front end server which you have, a front end machine which you have, the front end machine which you have, you will have your coding written on this machine. You will have your backend engine or the working engine in this machine, and you will have your database here. Okay, so this is the user. This machine of yours, it's your front end machine. This is your backend machine. Front end machine will have your codes, your web page and everything. जो अभी आप जैसे ये करके देख रहे हो ना, IP एड्रेस डाल के देख रहे हो, वो सब इस मशीन पे इंस्टॉल्ड है. Okay, बट ये मशीन बस उतना ही काम करती है. That's all this machine does. उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं. Front end page provide करती है. Now the functionality of this application is to give a web page to users where they can upload their picture, and then they can select some options कि मैंने अपनी picture upload की and now I want to see myself in 70s, that how will I look in 70s, or I want to see a younger version of me कि how will I look as a 10-year-old. वो सब जो है उसका जो change करने का पूरा application है वो actually यहाँ पर backend में है. So what will happen, this server or this machine, it only gives you an option, it only gives you an option to select वो सारे options कि आपको क्या क्या करना है और आपको फोटो अपलोड करनी है. That's all you can do. But उसके बाद से ये फोटो जाती कहाँ पर है, it goes to the backend server. Backend server will do the changes. Hence it is called the working engine. किसी भी तरह से आप कुछ भी बोल सकते हो. But जो core changes होते हैं आपके पिक्चर में with respect to this app I am talking about, जिस तरह का भी ऐप होगा उसकी जो भी फंक्शनैलिटी होगी, कोई कैलकुलेशन वाला ऐप होगा तो इनपुट यहाँ पर आएगा, कैलकुलेशन यहाँ पर आएगा. This server will do those calculation or those changes and will send the report back. और कुछ एप्स होते हैं जो डेटा अपना सेव भी करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इंस्टाग्राम. ना इंस्टाग्राम का आप फिल्टर यूज कर लो तो इंस्टाग्राम आपका यहाँ से पिक्चर लेगा रील से, उसके बैकएंड सर्वर पे उसको उस पर प्रोसेसिंग करेगा, चेंज करेगा, रिजल्ट आपको भी देगा स्नैपचैट या इंस्टाग्राम, और वो आपका जो डेटाबेस है उसमें सेव भी कर लेगा. सो दीज आर द 3 tiers of application. Is it clear, Akib bhai, till here?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. Now this is only one server. Now imagine for front end also I will require minimum 50 servers. अगर कोई बहुत अच्छा application होता तो 100-200 server लगते हैं. So now this is my tier of front end. This is the tier of back end. Sorry. And this is the database tier. Database में दो काफी. Ignore this connection. Okay. It's only less than a minute, guys. I'll stop the machine and I'll stop the session and start with the same link without any break. Meanwhile, please check if you see any website on this IP. Copy it quickly. Session खत्म होते ही चला जाएगा, otherwise वो. It should not be a Tsoft वाला website. Basic website होना चाहिए. Information IIS वाला. Just check if you are able to access. Copy that and we'll resume the session without any break. Everyone copied it? The IP address which I pasted in chat?
Yeah, it's accessible.
Yes.
Okay. Let's rejoin. I'm stopping it.